Howdy folks, Spencer here with the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters to each topic are listed below. First up is two quick bits of news for those of you over on console for some events that went live yesterday on June 17th. The first of these events is an Admiralty event, and this is running until June 24th at noon Pacific time, so if you're on console, this is a great time to start spamming some Admiralty assignments to work on your Admiralty campaigns. And the second bit here for console is that there is a 2-week long Red Alert event that, again, started yesterday, and this will be up until July 1st. So with this being a 2-week long Red Alert event, participating for 10 out of the 14 days will net you an ultimate tech upgrade, specialization point, and a tier 6x upgrade. And shifting over to my predictions for what we can expect in STO throughout July, the big thing of course is going to be the summer event, and with the console Red Alert event ending on the 1st and the Heart of the Matter event on PC ending on July 2nd, then it seems very likely that the summer event will be starting up on all platforms the first week of July. The summer event will run for 30 days and will require participation in 20 of those 30 days in order to get the summer ship for free. As with summer events over the past few years, you will have several options to earn your daily progression. You can see the list of eligible missions from prior years have an hourglass icon next to them over at the left. Simply doing any one of those each day is all you have to do for this event. Ultimately, it is one of the easiest events you can participate in, and having so many different options for your daily progression really does help prevent burnout. Alternatively, there is a buyout option. For the summer and winter events, that buyout is done with Lobi crystals instead of Zen, and the buyout should start at 1,000 Lobi crystals and then decrease by 50 per day of participation. So if you're 10 days in and you need to buy it out, then it would be 500 Lobi crystals. Now, as for what the summer ship is, there have been no official announcements as of me recording this video on June 18th. But looking back at the past few years, we can see that the 2024 summer ship, the Vovan Obelisk Carrier, was revealed the Thursday prior to the start of the event. And for the 2023 summer event ship, the Hesperian Intel Battlecruiser, that was announced just 2 days before the event. So the reveal could be any time between June 26th and 30th, if my timing prediction is correct, that the summer event is starting the first week of July. And moving on to the next event prediction, coming near the end of the summer event, so around the end of July, console should be getting the Heart of the Matter content release and its associated event. If we go by the date listed in the Permillion blog, then July 29th would be the day for that update, and in the lead up to that, console should be getting the giveaways PC players saw in the lead up to the Heart of the Matter release over there. And for PC players, I would expect around the same time frame, around the end of July, that we would see the 4th part of the year-long event campaign. Now a reminder, the user interface is only showing that there's 4 slots, but there is 6 events throughout the year, so this is the 4th event out of 6. And I have some predictions for the next Zen Store ship bundle as well. I know many of us were hoping to see another Zen ship bundle in the first half of the year, but with us quickly approaching the end of June, that doesn't seem to be likely. We do know that the Heritage Bundle last year was a huge success for the game, and we know that they would very much love to repeat that success. So I imagine the reason we haven't seen another Zen Store bundle yet is because they're focused on making sure that bundle is as good as possible. And if we look back at last year, the Heritage Bundle released on July 25th of 2024, so if they're looking to try and follow up on the success of the Heritage Bundle and go in the same time frame, then dropping this bundle around the end of July would make sense. Now, as for what the ships will be in this bundle, I have predictions for at least 2 of them. The first is a new version of the Ranger, given we just saw some huge overhauls done to that ship to enable customization between it and the Paladin. And given that that line has generally had more of a temporal focus, it would not surprise me at all if whatever this new version of the Ranger is some sort of temporal cruiser. And for the other ship, there was actually a hint on the stream I did with the devs back in April that I happened to have missed at the time just because I was simply overwhelmed with everything going on. There was like 600 people in chat between YouTube and Twitch that day. It was just really hard to keep track of things, as you can imagine. But here is the clip for you.
There was something somebody said in chat I wanted to get back to. The French rat ship, add a double engineering hull ship. What do you think, Kane? Should we do it?
What? A double hull ship?
Yeah, double engineering. Should we add that to the game?
That sounds wacky. I'm not seeing it.
Only if we let players mess around with it, having it be asymmetrical and be stupid.
Yeah,
I don't like
I agree.
that at all.
Now, like I said, I had missed it at the time as that stream was a bit overwhelming. Thankfully, some of you watching did catch it and you recognized the significance of those comments. The consensus from discussion then over on the STO subreddit is they're likely alluding to either the Yamato or the Proxima being added to STO. And for reference, here is a picture of the Proxima where you can see the double engineering holes at the bottom. Now, I have never played the games that the Yamato or the Proxima come from, so I don't really know what to expect from them. But I think for sure that this bundle is going to have a new Ranger version in it, one of these double-hulled ships like the Proxima, and for the third ship, it'll most certainly be Federation. The question is what exactly. So I'll leave that open to you guys. Drop your prediction for the third ship in the comments down below. And next up, for those of us on PC, we have a Dilithium weekend starting tomorrow, June 19th, and this will be starting at 8 AM Pacific, and it runs until noon Pacific on June 24th. And alongside that Dil event, we also have a Phoenix Prize Pack event starting tomorrow, June 19th at 8 AM Pacific, and this is going to be running a bit longer until June 26th at noon Pacific, and during this event, you're going to be able to claim a free Phoenix Prize Pack each day from Grim on Drozana or Ona on Deep Space Nine. During this event, you can convert your Phoenix tokens over to Tier 6 experimental ship upgrades. Conversion rates are the same as always, 5 ultra rares for 1 Tier 6X token, 20 very rares for 1, or 100 rares for 1. Now, as I've covered many times in the past, this is the most cost-effective route to obtain these tokens. Just be aware the only limitation to these Phoenix obtained upgrades is that they are bound to your account. And the other part of this Phoenix event is that there's some new additions to the Epic and Ultra Rare tabs of the store. So for the Epic tab, it is the Fek'ihri store warship that has been added in. That is an event ship from a couple years ago. And then for the Ultra Rare tab, there's 5 new items in there. The Universal Console Tholian Web Spinner Array, the Holographic Discovery Bridge Crew, the Universal Kit Module Temporal Hack, the Universal Console Reiterative Structural Capacitor, and the Universal Kit Module Kid Drone. Now, the great thing about the Ultra Rare tab is that those tokens are fairly accessible nowadays, so even if you're a free-to-play player, you should be able to afford the Ultra Rare tokens to go in and pick these items up to play around with them. But the highlight of those 5 new additions to me is the Universal Console Reiterative Structural Capacitor, also referred to as RSC. This is a nice survivability console, and it's not going to be for everyone, but given how cheap it is to play around with, I would definitely have it on hand. You may find it very useful in some situations. And for the Fek'ihri store warship, this is the 2018 winter event ship, so it's a bit old and the stats on it are not great by modern standards. You've got a hull modifier of 1.1, shield mod of 1, turn rate of 16, impulse of 0.2, inertia of 60, so it does move pretty well. For the power bonuses, plus 15 to weapons, plus 5 to engines. It's got a 4/4 weapon setup and it can equip dual cannons. 3 device slots, and for consoles, 5 TAC, 3 Ing, 3 Psi. And for the bridge officer setup, this is where you can really see that this is a very dated ship. Commander TAC, Ensign TAC, Lieutenant Engineer, Lieutenant Commander Science, and then a Lieutenant Commander Universal, which has the only specialization seat, a Lieutenant Commander Pilot. Now, shifting over to the accessories, at the bottom left is the Starship trait, the Maw of Grethor. And while you're at full throttle, this is going to do fire damage to enemies behind you. That's not really that practical in actual gameplay, but if you're looking to do a fun fire build, then that may be something for you. Now, at the top left, on the other hand, the console here, Chains of Fire, it's actually pretty useful in some situations. So the first passive here is plus 28.5% Cat 1 fire damage. So there's not many buffs for fire out there. This would be a good buff to have on hand if you're looking to do a build with all of the fire stuff. Then there is plus 25 to Starship Impulse and Control Expertise skills. And the clicky here is going to pull and damage nearby foes. So when you're hitting this, you need to be really close to enemies, but this is a very effective pull. And this does see some niche use in some support situations and on some of the side nuker setups if we're trying to drag the spheres to the center of the map. Then this is a console used in that environment. Overall, it's not a ship that is going to be relevant to most users. For those of you that would actually benefit from the Chains of Fire console, it would have been more effective to buy it from Muds during a 75% sale so that you could get the store on account-wide unlock at a much cheaper price point. But that is it for today, so let me know what you guys think of all this down below, and as always, thank you to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.